Hey, how's it going? Sonny Chris here, your lender in sneakers. Welcome. It is April 15th, 2020, and it is Wednesday. Happy hump day. Hope everyone's having another great week in self-quarantining and sheltering in place. So I'm still, if you can hear it, I listen to the news every now and then, just try to keep up on what's going on. And it looks like, not too much is going on, and this is going to be here for a little bit. So I hope you guys are staying positive, finding things to be grateful for. But yeah, welcome to another episode of What's the Cost Wednesday, where I essentially find an active listing in San Diego County, and we go into it, show you a couple pictures, and I break down the costs to purchase the home and what you can expect as far as monthly payment goes. Because I think, besides buying the right home when you're home shopping, you want to make sure that you can afford it and it's within your budget as well. So also to add to that, if you need a game plan, you want to figure out exactly what your range is to make sure that it's not at the sacrifice of your financial goals, here is a resource. Or if you want to reach out to a different lender, go ahead. But I would prefer if you used me. We'd love to help you create a game plan to figure out what your monthly budget looks like and what your purchasing power looks like. So let's hop right into it. This is going to be a little special episode where we're going to go into down payment assistance programs and show you how that affects the transaction and as far as, total cash to close and the monthly payment. So let's hop right into it. Let me go into my screen. Oh, so that's the property. So just to give you a little idea of where interest rates are at, Mortgage News Daily, the daily survey, they're reporting at interest rates for the 15th for a conventional 30-year fixed is at 3.42%, which is probably paying down points. So that's just a little benchmark for us here. So we're going to buffer that, and we're going to show you a rate higher than that to signify what a rate looks like with no points being paid, because this is more than likely points being paid. So let's hop right into the listing. So Redfin, once again, if you use it to look at houses, fine, go ahead and look at houses. But as far as using it to facilitate a transaction, definitely find a realtor. I know a couple good ones myself. Would love to connect you with, just because you have the convenience to have a sounding board and obviously information, and especially when you're submitting an offer, the information can be very timely or time sensitive as far as to making things happen. So enough of that, but here is the listing on Redfin. Whoever's listing this is, you're welcome. Some free advertising. This is currently active. It is in 92127 Forest Ranch, Rancho Bernardo. So shout out to my Broncos. The Broncos. You guys gave us a hard time here in Mesa for the football games. So at least when I was in high school. So it's 15393 Maturin Drive, number 246. Pretty difficult name. 349 purchase price. Difficult name or bad glasses. 349 purchase price, 1 bedroom, 1 bath, 688 square feet. Let's hop right into the pictures. Immediately, I'm loving, I don't know if it's the saturation levels here, but still the exterior looks pretty nice. And looks like a pretty decent condo. It looks remodeled. I'm liking the floor and the coloring here, but once again, it may look different once you see it because of the saturation levels. But overall, looks like a good amount of natural lighting. I'm liking the flooring. Not sure if I would have two different flooring there. It looks like you have wood and then tile. Not sure. But it's a 1 bedroom, 1 bath, and for 688 square feet, this is showing pretty well. The cabinets I'm not too excited about. Liking this little area here, because I can get some work done there. Bedroom, and for me, once again, it's the bathroom. Bathroom is decent. Could work with it. So I'd definitely put this on my list to look at. But yeah, so enough of that information. Let's go right into the scenarios, and we'll go in a little bit of a down payment assistance. So once again, this is 349, and the HOA here is 323. So the examples are going to show a payment with the HOA payment on there, and that's the biggest thing, man. Is if you're looking at condos and you have an HOA, that can definitely take a hit to your purchasing power. But just keep that in mind. So let's go into the scenarios. Here's the total cost analysis, definitely useful, especially when working with clients. And we're going to go through 3 different examples, really 2, because it's just really conventional and down payment assistance. It's just with down payment assistance, it's income driven. So essentially the benchmark or the guiding mark is 69,000. If you make less than 69,000, you get more down payment assistance. If you make more than 69,000, you get a little bit less. And you'll see why in just a little bit, or you'll see how in just a little bit, actually. So for a conventional 30-year fixed, a purchase price of $349, interest rate at 3.875. Once again, the buffer. Your monthly payment is going to be at $2,481, and that's including HOA. So that is principal, interest, tax, insurance, and then HOA. Total cash to close is at $20,865. So keep that in perspective. Now, if you want to go to the down payment assistance route, what you're going to see here is the interest rates are a little bit higher, but it's because you're receiving assistance. So there's no such thing as a free meal when it comes to financing. That's just how the cookie crumbles. I mean, there's really no ifs, ands, or buts or any way around that, but you can see how much can make a difference in the total cash to close. So if you make less than $69,000, as I mentioned, we're using, so as far as the down payment assistance program that we're referencing, this is the Golden State Financing Agency Down Payment Assistance Open Doors. The purchase price at $349, interest rate at 4%. Your total monthly payment is $2,505, but your total cash to close is around $9,000. Huge difference. Automatically, by taking a higher rate at 4% with the down payment assistance that you're receiving, you're already cutting your cash to close by half compared if you were going to go to conventional 30-year, 3% down, which is amazing, right? So you cut your total cash to close in half, saves you a lot of money. Now, if you make more than $69,000 a year, and that's you and your partner or you by yourself, you receive less down payment assistance, and you'll see how much it makes a difference. At a purchase price of $349, interest rate at 4.375, monthly payment of $25.79, so about what, a $70 difference there. The total cash to close is at $15.7. So it's still $5,000 less if you're going to go 3% down with the conventional 30-year fixed. But you know, it's an awesome tool. Just know that the interest rates that you're going to get aren't going to be as comparable to what you would receive if you were going to go just the regular conventional route and just getting a gift. So that's kind of I won't say the negatives, but kind of the drawbacks, the disadvantages of going down payment assistance, is that usually they're higher than what's available as far as the market rate. But the benefit is you save on the cash to close. So if you want to know a little bit more about down payment assistance and the little stipulations and caveats, because there are stipulations and caveats, they're very particular with the guidelines and you know, what are the implications as far as being a down payment assistance when it comes to refinancing in 1 to 3 years. Feel free to hit me up. I would like to shed some light and a little bit more illumination to what I can share with you, because obviously I'm trying to keep this short form and as entertaining as possible, but hope this opens your eyes. I think this is a pretty great tool, considering that we live in California, where, you know, the property value is pretty high, and it can be a bit challenging. But because we live in California, we do have resources. It's just seeing if you can qualify for those resources and if you understand what you're getting yourself into. Would love to share a little bit more information, so feel free to reach back out. Feel free to DM me, email me, text me if you have a number. Thank you guys for tuning in for another episode of What's the Cost Wednesday, April 15th, 2020. Might be coming out with another series, so well, of not What's the Cost Wednesday or Monday Mortgage Market Update, but an additional series to keep doing while still in quarantine. So hope you guys are staying in shelter, staying safe and healthy, and hope you found this to be helpful. Appreciate you guys for your time, and just take care and find something to be grateful for.